everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jimmy, and as of the recording of this video, it is March 25th. It's 9:20 in the morning, and Samsung has just pushed off the latest software update for the Galaxy S25 series. Now, this one is finally giving us that March 1st security patch. The size is 560 megabytes, and it ends with AYBC. So I guess it's better late than never, and I've been really waiting all month for this update. And it's actually really funny. I took a look at this, and even Samsung's website doesn't even talk about when this was pushed out, which I believe was yesterday, which would have been March 24th. Right here, they're showing us the very first update that we ever got on the Galaxy S25 series. So pretty much if we take a look back, the last one that we got was back on February 24th. So here we are, February 25th, and we have the seamless update. So pretty much what happens now is it's going to download and install. It's also going to verify it. And then when everything is done, then we restart the device. If you remember right, once it was to download, then you'd have to install it, and that is when the phone would go to a black screen. So as this is downloading and installing, you can still use your device. So a few things that we'll take a look at when this is complete is we'll take a look at a few applications and services to see if there's newer versions. We'll take a look at the Google Play System update to see if they have updated it from the October 1st patch, which is super old. We'll also take a look at the Samsung mobile security page to see what is new on the back end of all of the highs and the criticals and all of the vulnerabilities that has been fixed. And I also want to take a look at two additional things. I want to see if I play a song, will the live notification actually show up on the top like it does in the beta program for the Galaxy Z Flip 6 and the Fold 6. And we'll also take a look at Twitter, because what happens sometimes is, let's say that you go down, at least on my device anyways, as I scroll down, you see that kind of jittering of what is here on the very top. Pretty much as you go past all of this stuff, you know, you're going to have that really quick scrolling. But when it comes down to what is on the top, it has a lot of jitters and a lot of bugs. And I'm just going to see if maybe this update has fixed that. So it looks as if this update is finished. All we have to do now is just restart it, and then we'll take a look at everything. Now, it's at this point in the video, I like to state that if you're brand new here at the channel, Jimmy is Promo, you appreciate these tips, tricks, tutorials, and the latest information on your Samsung Galaxy devices. Make sure to hit that subscribe button as well as the bell for notifications so you get notified for all future videos. So the update is done and complete, and the first thing I want to take a look at is this page here, because it does show that we are on March 1st for 2025, and I want to take a look at the Google Play System update. I want to see if maybe there's something sitting here already. If not, maybe this phone will kind of let Google know, hey, now we have March, and then maybe we'll see an update here within the next couple days. So I'll let you guys know, but October 1st is something that is unreasonable for me. We should be on at least January or February, especially now that March has been officially launched for the Google Play System update. I want to see this thing at least on February or March, hopefully within the next week, because that one right there is kind of unsatisfactory. So now that we took a look at the Google Play System update, how about we take a look at a few applications and services? We'll see if we have a newer version of Samsung Home. So before the update of Samsung Home, this one was sitting at 16.0021. This is 16.0021, so there's no new version of Samsung Home. We'll take a look at the camera. We'll see if there's an update here. So the camera before the update was 15.00171, 15.00171. So no new version of the camera. Also, we'll take a look at the gallery. So before this update, it was sitting at 15.60061, 15.60061. So again, no new version of the gallery. Also, we could take a look at Samsung Internet. So we head over to the Samsung folder. Just want to see if we can find anything with this update here. So before the update, this one was sitting at 27.0984, 27.0984. So same version there too. And then how about we just take a look at the lock screen? So I'm just trying to figure out, you know, what is new with this update. Sometimes you don't really see anything on the front end of things. Everything is on the back end of things. So for the lock screen, it was 8.8.25.5. 8.8.25.5. So that means that there is no brand new versions of the majority of the applications I take a look at. I do want to also take a look inside of Twitter, because if you remember, we went right over here. You tap on this thing right there. If you scroll down really slow, you see how it's still kind of sputtering and stuttering right there. You're getting a little bit of that text ghosting where it's slowly going down like that. That is not great. I mean, it's fine when you are down all the way, you know, but towards the top, for some reason, as you are just reading what you're looking at, this is still pretty bad. So I guess we might as well take a look at the Play Store just to see if anything is sitting there. So you go to your applications, you go to your little icon, you go to manage apps and devices, and then you try to take a look to see what is new. So I just updated everything right before this update, and now I see something for Prime Video and Google Wallet. So those two came with this update probably, or it was just coincidentally just pushed out. Now also, since we're taking a look at stores and such, how about we just take a look at the Galaxy Store as well. Before this update, I did go through just to make sure that there was nothing sitting inside of here. And it looks as if every single thing has already been updated. So there is nothing that needs to be updated in the Galaxy Store. But if you haven't looked at the Galaxy Store within the last 5 days, you will see quite a few things sitting inside of there. There's been quite a few things that was updated back on March 20th. So far in the discovery of everything, I found absolutely nothing. Also, no changes. I do want to go and play a song here just because I want to see if maybe the live notification for Media Player goes to the very top. And it looks like that there is nothing there. So for me in particular, this update is underwhelming. But the most important stuff that we have to take a look at will be the Samsung mobile security page. It tells us everything that happens on the back end of things and what was fixed and all the criticals and highs. So pretty much I'm going to head right over inside of here of About Phone. So once you go inside of About Phone, you go to your software information. You can tap right there for the March Android security patch. So this is where you can read everything that's new from the side of Google and Samsung. So I'm going to tap on Samsung right here. So here is the March information for the security patch updates from Google and Samsung. So on the very top is everything from Google. Now I already took a look at this one earlier this month when I updated the Galaxy Z Fold 6. But it's the exact same for pretty much any other Samsung phones that get updated for this month here. So there was 11 critical and 39 high that were fixed from Google, which is, quite a bit. When it comes down to the Samsung side of things, so this is their vulnerabilities and exposures, there was 7 of them that they were able to fix. One of them was inside of Auracast. And as you scroll on down, there is a few of them that's dealing with your watch. So this one was for the Gallery watch. Pretty much it was able to fix local attackers' access data to Galaxy Watch Gallery. Same thing right over here for local attackers to update MAC address of the Galaxy Watch. And then I believe this is another one for the Galaxy Watch. So it's a way for attackers to access data within Galaxy Watch. So those 3 right here were fixed. Now, even though it said that there were 7 of them from Samsung, I was only able to read about 6. So that is pretty much everything for this update. Really everything, it doesn't look like anything new. Everything is just here on the back end of fixing all of the criticals and the highs from Google, as well as all of the rest of the vulnerabilities from Samsung. And that's really it. And that's also why I always look at everything, just so we can try to find something that Samsung doesn't tell us about when it comes down to some of these updates. So there is no new versions of Samsung applications or services, at least for what I have found. There is also no live notification for your media player to be right up over here. So if you play music, it should show up on the very top. That's what it does in the beta, and it should do it here on the normal. Also, there is no update for Twitter for it to kind of being sputtering and that little ghosting of some of the little letters as you scroll through when you first open the application. And really, there's really nothing that I was able to find. But at least we have the March 1st security patch when it comes down to your Samsung Galaxy S25 devices. There is no new version of the Google Play system updates, but hopefully we will have that soon now that this phone has been added to that list. And other than that, hopefully you guys have appreciated this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Subscribe on the very bottom left-hand side. And if you like this video, then more than likely you'll also like this video. And I'll see you guys later.